Welcome to Garden the 80 Squad, and today we are actually trying a different deck list. Well, I go ahead and change these sleeves into a Tumor Reclamation deck list. Now, this was one of my all-time favorite decks, is the Wilderness Adventures / Expansion Explosion, and I want to see how I can get it done in this era. So, I added a lot of cards that could help me either A, distract the opponent long enough to pull off the Wilderness Reclamation and Expansion Explosion combo, or to help it. So I'll go ahead and go through the list now. We've got a Boreal Grazer for ramp, which we have 4 of. We have 3 Robber of the Riches. The reason why we have Robber of the Rich is it's a nice distraction towards any slow decks that are coming around, and not to mention we can start playing their spells to help us in the long run. We have Growth Spirals. We have 4 of those, so that way on our opponent's turn we can get more mana ramp down and we can draw more cards to get into our bigger win cons. We've got 4 Flame Sweeps because this deals with mono red, where we get to torch the board. We've got 4 Chemist's Insights. This is to help us draw into our important win cons. We've got 4 Wilderness Reclamations. Now, this combo piece we'll talk about later. We got 3 Row Storm Conduits. This is to help us copy our explosive turn. So whenever instants or sorcery spells are cast, you can deal 1 damage, and it usually lowers our opponent's life total low enough so that way we can do it. Chandra's Flame Fury. I only added 2 of these in here because honestly I needed something else to distract the opponent, and this is a good distraction. We're talking about blowing up their good creatures. This affects Annex very well. It also affects a lot of other things like Torbrand and walls. Expansion Explosion. We can use the copy side of expansion to basically use draw into more expansion explosions, or this is the combo. We have Row Store Conduit. It says -2 when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn. Copy that spell. You can choose new targets for it. Notice that it said this turn. It did not say at your end step. So we can wait till our end step. We can -2, wait till our end step, where Wilderness Reclamation will proc, untapping all of our lands, and then we can play Expansion Explosion twice. I've done it before where I've actually killed an opponent who was trying to counter all my Expansion Explosions, and apparently y'all can't counter duplicate copies with 1 counter spells, as he figured out. And then we have 4 Hydroid Crasises. This is supposed to help us dig in our deck and also provide a huge threat to our opponents while we keep going up and up and up and up. So we got a lot of tap lands because tap lands are very important in this deck, especially since they do untap during our end step. So basically it's a free land drop at the end turn. We got Stomping Grounds, we got Steam Vents, we've got Breeding Pool, we've got Temples out the wazoo, and we got 4 Fabled Passages. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe and comment what your favorite part was. Deck list will be below, and also, thank you for John DePra for giving me I can't say his name right. The person who inspired me to build this deck was DePra from the World Mythic Championship, and he actually built a similar deck with a bunch of adventure cards. I modified it a little bit to fit my needs, which I like explosive turns, and I don't have any Uros, so I had to cut the Uros out. So let's get going. So we're going to play this in unranked because that's the best way to test this deck out. So let's get going. Oh, the deuce of spades. Nice. Alright. Since we're going second, this is actually a fine hand to keep. We've got a scry land, which is perfect, so we can choose our next draw. I'm gonna make her cat choke for good luck. Alright. Let's go ahead and scry. We do not have blue mana for that, so we're gonna put that on the bottom. Pass turn. And we got 2 Wilderness Reclamations. Alright. Since we don't have anything to play, we're gonna go ahead and tap Stomping Ground. Uh-oh. This is gonna be fun. Cool. Robber the Rich is a good way to just slow down this game. So I'm gonna run him out there. Alright. Yeah. So this deck wants to put a lot of enchantments on this Paradise Druid, because if you give Paradise Druid Vigilance, she does not tap. So what I really need is like a really good... I'm gonna need a board sweeper. Yeah, we'll take it. Alright, we got at least something to protect ourselves. I don't think we're going to win this game because we cannot grab any blue mana, so I'm going to go ahead and concede this match. We're not getting anywhere. So, we're going to try this again. And I would rather like my people to see, you know, what keeping a bad hand in this deck looks like. So, you know, take it at your own risk. Like, this is a fine hand. I could play it over the Stomping Ground to a Boreal Grazer and play the Temple. This is perfect. And then hopefully get into that blue mana source. We've got a lot of blue mana sources out in the beginning. I'm surprised we haven't gotten any. Go ahead and play this Boreal Grazer. Play the Temple. That's green, not blue. Give me blue. Thank you. It heard me well. Alright. Hey man. I pour. Give me some money. That's actually really good for us. Which depicts that he is playing Izzet. Alright, cool. So he's going to wait till my turn probably. I'm going to go in for the attack right now. We don't have anything we want to play on our turn. So just attacking right now is okay. And if we get something off the top of their deck, it's actually really good. Cool. Thank you. Alright. End the turn. That is fine. I'm going to play Growth Spiral on their end step. That way if they have a counter spell, they play it now. That is fine with us. I'm going to go ahead and play Robber the Rich now. Go into combat. We don't need the Boreal Grazers. Seems like we're on the beatdown, so the faster we can implore the beatdown, the better. Yeah, sure. Cool. Then I'll go ahead and play a 2/2. Perfect. No attacks. So basically, I'm forcing them to put up something or start destroying my stuff. Alright, cool. Think about it. So there's no way to Robber the Rich them, so I think I'm just going to let this come in tapped and pass the turn. Because we can play Chemist's Insight on their Instep. I think it's the best play. Now, in this game, we want to actually take as much damage as possible. You let this resolve or not, your choice. Sure. Alright, cool. Enter this tapped. That is fine with me. Luckily he can't defend this guy. Alright, cool. We're going to go ahead and use his Lava Coil against his Crackling Drake. So that way that threat is out of here. Alright. We're going to actually sacrifice one of the Boreal Gracers. That's actually a good fodder for this. It's actually a good card in our deck, so I'm going to play his Fire Mine Research and end the turn. And if he draws more than... Sure. Alright. So he should have kept the land in his hand, because this means that I can just basically wipe out his board. And because... Cool. You just wasted mana for no apparent reason. Good job. Keeping the land, we're going to go swing. Enter. I don't really care about this thing coming down. We cared about him having too much shit. And plus, he doesn't know that we have a Flame Sweep in hand. Alright, cool. Resolve. And then... Sure, we're going to go ahead and draw now. Okay, cool. Cool. We're going to also, like, draw a card. Cool. We're cycling now. Sure, we'll take 3. I'll let that happen. Alright. So we actually want to wait till his turn. So I am going to go ahead and attack him, because he needs to start blocking. That is fine. This Hydrate Crisis is going all the way in turn. Alright, so this is what we do. Because he's threatening, we're going to go ahead and play this Flame Sweep. And then we're going to expansion it. We're going to expansion... Actually... Yeah. That's fine. Really, dude. What do you get out of that? Like, what do you get from spending your 3 mana doing nothing? So we're playing an extra Flame Sweep to get rid of this little clown here. Resolve. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and play Growth Spiral now. Cool. That can actually hurt our opponent really good. I am gonna go ahead and play that then. Alright! Round 2 goes to us. Okay, not that bad of a land. Alright, let's see. Phrygian, I think it is. This is actually a perfect hand. So I'm going to keep. I'm going to play Breeding Pool out. A Boreal Grazer. Island. Pass turn. So now we're getting the ramp on. Okay, so this one, Flame Sweep, is going to be really important to us. So we need to get that red mana down now. Perfect. Pass turn. Yeah. So we're going to actually take this. Okay. I'm going to pass the turn. I'm going to let him develop the board a little bit more before I just pass. We're going to take the 2. Then we're going to Flame Sweep. The reason why I'm doing this is because he could have had an extra thing he was going to play, and I do not want him to play that. Pass turn. And plus this forces our opponent to do something. Then sit in the shadows and try to do nothing. Alright, pass. Alright, I'll go ahead and Growth Spiral. Alright, come on, land. Shit. Alright, pass the turn. Yep, cool. Yep. Yep. My turn? Okay, we're gonna have to concede this one. We're getting no lands, and by the time we even get a land, it's gonna be too late. Just thinking about it. Alright. So it's kind of a tippy-toppy game. Because we had all the colors technically in our hand, but we just couldn't draw any more lands. We got mana screwed, so. With no draw spells, so we kind of got just screwed down. We're going to mold this hand. I think this is a fine hand. We're going to put one of the Hydro Crises back. I hate the dog. Uh-oh. There it goes. Alright, play Temple. We're going to need land, so go ahead and put that on top. Oh, I thought that would look like the Sultai symbol for a second. We're going to go ahead and shock in Steam Vents and pass turn. This way we can play Growth Spiral on their turn. Alright, so we're going to play Growth Spiral now. I'm going to go ahead and play this Breeding Pool tapped. Cool. Okay, so going to go ahead and play the Boreal Grazer. Play the Stomping Ground tapped. And then play this tapped. Pass turn. So now we're up to 5 mana. On turn 2. Turn 3, excuse me. We start the round. Leyline, okay, that's going to be a problem. Go ahead and shock this in. And I'm going to go ahead and do this for 4. Basically negating the shock. Alright, cool. No attacks. That way, if he has a Nissa, we can actually take it out. What you got, buddy? Ah! I'm gonna actually shock this and take out. I'm gonna have to explosion this Paradise Druid, so that way we can get into our better cards. Alright, that actually helps us a lot. Good. No attacks. So basically I'm slowing him down. Because it looks like, yeah, cool. Alright. What could really mess him up right here is literally if I get my hands on a big board wipe. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to play Wilderness Reclamation now. Then I'm going to shock in. Then I'm going to go ahead and play Ral. +1. What do we got? So this goes -2. We can cast it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 minus 4 is 14. I think we do not keep this on top. Assuming that we'll keep Ral. If we can keep Ral, we win next turn. And this is how big the blowout is. So if we can keep Ral, we can basically explosion twice and kill him. So we actually have lethal on board for next turn. If he does nothing. If he just keeps playing out creatures and does nothing, good. If he gets Ral to 2, we still win, so we're fine with that. Yeah. That may put a wrench in our problem, but I don't think that hurts us that much. Alright, let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 16, minus 4 is 12, times 2. Yeah, we win. We win. So we just need to make sure that Ral stays alive. And I think we can do that. Here, Hydroid Crisis for Hydroid Crisis. Perfect. My turn. Alright, so I gotta put a stop here. I'm gonna go ahead and -2 Ral. In turn. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start the chain. And I like tapping all my mana because it's hard for me to count when it's just individual. But it's easier when it's just all grouped together. Okay, so this is 12, 24, yep. Okay. Here, you can have all these special cards. Okay. Yeah, just give your opponents the cards if it comes down to this. But this is what the deck is supposed to do. Take this, bugger. Alright, resolve all! There we go. So Ral is just an enabler to help us later on down the road. Alright, one more match. Let's do this. And I would rather show you the fuck-ups and the better of the deck. So that way you know what to look out for when you're playing this deck. If you wanted to build it. I'm keeping this hand. Because we got a Robber of the Rich, we've got a Growth Spiral, and we've got enough mana to do everything we want. So. Oh, and we got a Flame Sweep. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and play this Temple. We don't need another Ral right now. So we're good. Sure. Okay. So I'm going to play Green Pool, pay 2 life, and pass the turn. Because what I'm planning to do is play Growth Spiral. So that way we hit our land drops on turn. And it looks like he's playing a bunch of, like, something 1. So we could possibly, like, take him out. Go ahead and play this growth spiral now. Perfect. So I'm going to try to trick him. Okay, so how do I do that? Yes. Well, I cannot trick him this turn, but I'm going to pass the turn. Yeah, sure. This will get me 3 damage. Sure. You still lose something. Perfect. Alright. I'm gonna put both robbers out, so that way we can protect ourselves. No attacks. Because we need the Pelt Collector dead. Yeah. Sure. And plus it forces him to jump his hand. Yep, cool. I'm going to go ahead and chuck this in then. And I'm going to take... And I'm going to basically go back to 8. Cool. Alright, so now we have a good protector. That is going to be a problem. I don't think we're going to win this one. There may be a way to win this one, but it's going to be by hair strands. Like, if I can get... I don't think I can still win this. Yeah, I don't think I can win this one. Honestly. Yeah, I'm dead in the water. Looking at my hand now, I'm dead in the water. So I'm going to concede sorcery speed. See, this is why I suggest wizards do this. Make sure that, you know... I would like it to... So that way people don't feel mad or infuriated. Put concede to sorcery speed. The reason why is because your opponents deserve... If they find some way to kill you, they deserve to punch you in the face. Alright. So, thank you for joining me. And, like always, remember to look at my other videos. We have different videos every single day. Not every single day, but every single time I come back onto YouTube. There's a Dance of the Mance deck, which you can play, that has so far proven that it can withstand its own in ranked. So go ahead and look that out. Check that out. And come back when you see fit. Bye!